microphone.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests who didn't come today, and especially Michael. It was certainly not a lackadaisical attempt in giving a speech. I'm going to talk about three things you did well and one suggestion for improvement. The first one is the content. The content of your speech was very relevant today because almost all of us were affected by the stock market crash, especially for 401k plans, whether you like stock market or not, you're still contributing to a 401k plan. So you're all affected by the recent stock market crash as well as the financial crisis. So by telling us the story of how the financial crisis happened, you made us all understand what brought the crisis in the first place. So that the content was very, very relevant today. And the second thing was your talk was very lively. You came out and I spoke to the audience. And the second thing you did was you had a very good eye contact with almost everybody in the audience. The third thing is, which is your asset that I've seen in your past speeches, which was your sense of humor. So by using your sense of humor, in addition to coming out of the lectern, as well as using your eye contact, you made your speech very lively. The third thing was about organization. You made the speech like a story, so we could easily follow since it was in a chronological order. So we knew what happened, what the banks were doing, and how the crisis happened. Your slicing of mortgages was a very good example because a lot of us didn't understand, even though we were affected by the crisis, we didn't know what the banks were doing. So your speech was very good in explaining what happened. One suggestion for improvement, I looked at the objectives of the speech. The objectives was talked about building a goodwill for your organization. But if you look at the content here, it says that your assignment should, let me read this. For this project, prepare, rehearse, and deliver a 5 to 7 minute speech of goodwill for Toastmasters International. I didn't hear that. I thought I let it pass, but when I looked at questions, there were a lot of questions asking whether the speaker talked about Toastmasters International or not. So I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, but the next time you give the speech, you might want to read the entire article and make sure that your speech conforms to the objectives. Overall, it was an excellent and very relevant and lively speech. Madam Evaluator.